To get started, you can go over to the URL in the description below and navigate over to CodeSpace. Here I'll just be using one I already have, but you can create a new one. For this, we're going to use a simple Docker Compose with the service of Rancher, and it's going to be at port 80. You'll see some of these other parameters, and to run, we'll go into terminal and run Docker Compose up. Now that the service is running, you can go over to port 80, and you'll see here we have Rancher up. Now we need to get into Rancher. To do that, you can click on this Helm installation and copy it to your clipboard. Okay, so now that we have that, we can go over and run some of these commands I have in the README. So docker ps will get the container ID. Okay, so now let's exec into the container, and it's 9AD and bash. Great, so now you'll see here that I'm actually in the Docker container. And now that I'm in the container, I can run the command that I have back over at Rancher. And when I run that, you'll notice I get this string, and let's copy that and go back over to Rancher, and I'll set that in password, and we'll log in. And you'll see here, I'm logged in, I'm accepting. You can click and get your new password and continue. And now you're in Rancher. So one way that's really easy to get started is if you go over to the shell and launch the shell for Kubernetes. And you'll see here it's got cuddle local, so that is for Kubernetes. And I do have a couple commands. So for example, we can do something like add a repo from Helm, and we can just paste that down here. And you'll see that I've already done it, but we can also look at all the pods that we've made, and you'll see that I have added that repo. And you can also go up here into different workloads. Is it clusters? Yeah, services here. So you'll see that's the service I just added of Nginx from Bitnami. But yeah, this is a pretty good way to get started with Kubernetes in Rancher.